Do you believe in love? I believe in love. We just want to love and be loved. Open up your heart. Drop your guard. Love with no boundaries. Hello, it's me. I've been absent for so long, but baby, I'm back now. I'm just kidding. Hey guys, how is everybody? I hope everybody's absolutely amazing. Okay, so today I want to talk about love and believing in love and how, we navigate off love, no matter what it's for, if it's for something in particular, if it's for somebody, if it's for, what we do. When it comes to love, the thing about the generation now is a lot of people rather have pleasure than love. How long does pleasure last? Not very long, right? Whether it be you're eating an ice cream and you're like, wow, this is so amazing, but then it's gone and it's over. Yeah, you can go find another ice cream, but it's going to be gone. It's going to be over. And it's like you can always pleasure of anything when you're, at a roller coaster and you're like, wow, like anything. Pleasure is temporary. Love is forever. You could love somebody so deeply you just love somebody. Is that love ever going to fade? No, that love will never fade. Somebody could have loved you one point in time so much and, things happen, but the love lives forever. That person's always going to, in their mind, remember, be like, wow, like, I love you, whatever it is. You're always going to have love. That love's always going to stay in your heart. You're always going to have a heart. So you're always going to have love to give and a heart to receive more love. So love is forever. Pleasure is temporary. So let's not trick our minds and start these lifestyles of, rather having pleasure rather than love. Because it's not healthy, it's not going to make us happy. If anything, it's going to make us sad because the pleasure is always going to end. And it's always going to be leaving us alone. Rather than with love, if we truly open up, especially when we see somebody trying to give love to us, if we give the same amount of love to that person, you do not know how amazing your lives could be. Even if it's just friendship, even if it's just, maybe you guys are really into each other. Maybe she or he really enjoys your time and giving you, little things that show that they care and they do have a big heart, because people with big hearts think of little things that they know you like and they do automatically without question. So why wouldn't you want to open your heart to this person? Or if you know they truly care about you, stop having guards up. Too many people in this life have guards up. Imagine the world if everybody loved each other. Imagine how beautiful our life would be. And those people that you come around sometimes and you're just like, wow, they love themselves in a good way, not like egotistical, but they genuinely love themselves. So their love is just shining out to every single person they come in touch with. The love and the comfort and, the understanding. So, and I think even like with me, when I'm around people, they could be themselves fully, 100%. I think I make them comfortable enough to where I show them that I care, I have a big heart, I'm here, and I accept you for who you are. And people get really comfortable and they notice that it's like, I'm myself. I'm not trying to be somebody I'm not. I may sometimes, people see me and they think that I'm going to be like mean or some other type of way, but I'm like, I'm like a teddy bear. Like, I will just give you love. You could give me love. We could be comfortable. We could be friends. We could be ourselves. We can laugh at each other. We could be goofy. Like, I want to make you happy. I want to make you feel loved in any way I can. And that's like, even with my family. I do anything I can for them to make them feel loved and special, especially on holidays and birthdays. I give my everything. And it's like, I don't even think about, me receiving it back from them, because I just genuinely have my heart open to where I just want to fully share my love. And yes, I've been hurt before. I've been hurt. I've been betrayed. I've been, people, just done so many horrible things to me, but I don't let that put a shield up above, on top of my heart to where I don't still love to do certain things for people, or I don't still love to open my heart, or even, just share that type of emotions and being happy and smiley, because it's like, yeah, I have hurt from childhood to last month to years, like, and it's, of course, it's always going to be there and we're going to remember it, but we can't carry it on our shoulders or let it block our heart. We have to just let it go and continue to love and be happy, because life is only so long, and a life loving everything you do and people, and, just sharing the love, a life of love and happiness, you can never, ever beat that. So we can't let fame and pride and jealousy and greed and egos and all of this block us from loving somebody and receiving the love as well. We need to just, be ourselves, be happy, love each other, do things that we know we're supposed to do, and, just be there for people, love people, make people feel special, make people feel loved, especially those that do the same. And we need to not let the old school ways of love fade away. Absolutely not, because I know I love flowers, and I know many women love flowers, and I always hear men say, like, oh, she doesn't even like flowers, and I'm like, you know what the sad thing is? I never even realized how much I like flowers until I had to sit down and be like, I don't know, I just had like a freaking epiphany. I had a freaking epiphany, and I was like, you know what? I love flowers, but I literally haven't received flowers since I was like 18 years old, and it's like, men nowadays don't think that they have to surprise a girl with flowers. You guys don't have to be dating. You could be talking to her, or you can have interest in her, and if you're taking her out to eat, whether it be breakfast, lunch, dinner, an event, anything, and you bring her flowers, it's like, that's just old school ways that I think should still continue. And us women are making ourselves think it's okay because men don't do it as often nowadays. We think it's okay, and we teach our brains and brainwash ourselves that we don't even like flowers. Flowers aren't a big deal. But when we receive flowers, it's like it makes us feel like the women that we are. Just like men, when men come over to your house, or you're at, a guy's house that you're talking to, that you eventually are dating, anything like that, and you cook him a home-cooked meal, it makes him feel like a king, right? It makes him feel like a king, and like, wow, like, this woman really just put in a lot of time and effort because she cares, and love into this meal for me. And, and you're serving him, whatever, making him feel like a king. But it's like, okay, it needs to be also with women. Like, when you give them flowers, that makes them feel like a queen. Like, oh my gosh, thank you. Opening doors, writing cute little notes because you care and you want to remind her in cute little ways, and not typical, like, ways where it's just like, what most people do, whatever. But cute little notes. And, nowadays, text messages, but, cute messages like, you're beautiful, and all the things that they call corny now. No. Those are old school ways, and if you think about it, look at love back in the day. Love was like people married for 30 years, 50 years, a man and woman, you could just feel the love off of them. Love songs back in the day. These men really were singing to women about how they really felt. They didn't care what anybody thought. They fully opened up in the song like, I love you and I messed up, or I love you and I want to take you and give you the world, and all these. And you could just hear and feel the love in the song. And even about women, when they fully opened up about men. And so it's like, it makes me so upset to where love stands right now in this generation. It's just so sad and terrifying, and it's like, no. These men need to not think that it's okay that they just don't put in any effort or do cute little things, to make a woman feel like a woman. And women need to do the same thing, because there are women that are falling off on old school ways, like cooking or cleaning up or making a bed, or, making sure your man's taken care of, with little things that men don't really think about, but women think about. And so, we need to do that, because at the end of the day, we love being around people that make us feel loved. And at the end of the day, all we want to do is give love and receive love, because who doesn't like to be loved? And our fear a lot of times in life is, we have so much love to give, and so we're giving it to this person, but the person we're giving it to doesn't want to receive our love. They don't want our love. And I think that's what hurts us the most, especially when it comes to people that, we start kind of get, into with a relationship wise or talking to them, and we start giving them our love because that's just something naturally what some of us do, but it doesn't feel like they want our love. And so we try harder and harder and harder, but this still is just, we're not receiving any love from them, and they're not taking the love that I or anybody else has to give. So it's like, it hurts. And so then we start putting up this wall, and we're like, I'm not going to give my love away. I'm going to just do me and F love, and I don't believe in love because all it does is hurt you. But you live by love. You have a heart. Everybody has a heart. What is it full of? It's full of love. So you could trap that love in and just be alone and be sad and be, just be hurt. Or you can, put the guard down and share all the love you have to give. Because if you put a wall up to guard your heart, you're going to guard love from being able to come into your heart as well with your bitterness and, shielding it because, you're like, this person's going to hurt me. Yeah, they're showing me love now, but they're just going to hurt me like the other person did or that love once did before. Because when we think about love, there's been times where we think of it as, because it hurt us. Relationships, growing up, everything like that. So, it's really, really not a good thing to put a shield up. And I've met a lot of people who do have a guard up, so they don't let love in, and they're blinded now because they're thinking about, they put this mindset on themselves that they're not going to love. You can't do that. You're going to be alone. You're going to be sad. You can't, cover up shame. You need to just open up and love freely because no matter what, you're always going to have a heart. And no matter what, it's always going to want to be loved because we just want to love and be loved. And I'm like, that's me. I just want to love and I just want to be loved. At the end of the day, that's all I want. You feel me? I have a new color of Stay Up hats. Yeah. I absolutely love that there's so many different parts of the world that you guys are, ordering the hats from. So it's like, I'm like, oh my gosh, my Stay Up hat is going to be, out and worn in New York and Connecticut and Nevada and South Carolina and Arkansas and Georgia. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, you guys have no idea. Like, it really means the world to me. And I'm so thankful that all of you are helping me spread the word to stay up and be positive and motivated because no life is better. Who likes being sad? I don't like being sad. I love being happy. I love feeling up. I love feeling uppity, all of that. So it's like, let's just all stay up and live an amazing life and continue to inspire others to stay up because when we see somebody happy, we're like, I want to be like them. So let's be those people that everyone wants to cultivate and be like us. So I have my green Stay Up hats now. DM me on Instagram if you guys want to receive any. I'll also be doing the black as well. So black or green, whichever ones. And I have more to come and clothing and everything like that soon to come. So I love you guys so much and thank you for continuously being so amazing to me. I love you all. Thank you guys. Spread love.